It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go,
Newton on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 42. In your face.
Throwing again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Gun. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Express! Not today.
A shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
2-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
20.
Taylor stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Check. 8.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
It's a game.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
29 is the Mike. Great. Watch the slap. 29.
Operating from the gun. Newton. It's complete to Grant. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's over the line and zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Safety screaming. Switch. Wide. Get wide. Switch.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your steps.
Ready. Team showed up. Mike's 42. Here we go. Mike 42.
From the gun, Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 4-2. Russell run.
The give to Taylor, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Browns 0.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Switch. 20. Check.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Taylor, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown. 73 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 95%. Take it. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 95. Here we go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1 yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
56.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken.
7 yard.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch twins.
They run it again with Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. A little too amped up there. Got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Taylor. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guys leading the way.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Keene. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Newton throwing again. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
First down, Browns.
Brady now to throw. They set up the screen to jump. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Gain of 32. And the Browns first down.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Check 26, check 26. Shake!
Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From midfield, here's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Brady's trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short.
A fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Nick Foles.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
And Brady's throw there incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Jonathan Taylor
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Browns 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's get it. 72. 51. Get this one.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 51. Mike 53.
Brady now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 95's Mike. What's 95? Here we go. Here we go. 95's the Sands, though. Check his Mike. Man out, man out, man out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Thomas, 83 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Damiere Byrd returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.